My name is Bishop Kenya Michael Altome, United States of Kenya Republic Presidential Aspirant come 2022, God willing. Today we are going to read the book of Malachi 2, chapter 2, verse 1. And it talks about Judah unfaithful. Judah is actually was one of the Israelite kingdom, and its people were unfaithful during that time. Then actually it reads like this, Malachi 2 verse 10 and 11. Have we not all one Father? That's one question. Did not one God created us? Why do we profane the covenant of our fathers by breaking faith with one another? Judah's broken faith and detestable thing has been committed in Israel and in Jerusalem. Judah has committed, has committed actual sin in Israel and in Jerusalem. Judah has created the sanctuary the Lord loves by marrying the daughters of foreign god. What is the word of God speaks here? It talks about unfaithfulness of human beings. When human beings, be it leaders, be it humans, people themselves become unfaithful to God and to one another, like during that time of the kingdom of Judah in Israel, then it becomes a problem. Corruption will not be missing. Killing, unnecessary killing, will not be actually missing. People will not be honest to one another. Killings will also be, unnecessary will happen. And many other, evils of wickedness will be found in that place. What am I saying? When we talk about unfaithfulness, it creates also a lot of a problem, like people will cry now and then when unfaithfulness is found within the leaders or within the people themselves as well. As I speak now, we in Kenya, I am speaking from my house here. This house was built by British government in 1956, and we are given by Kenya government to rent with 1,600 per month. And basically people are living here like me also, Bishop Kenya Michael Altome, who is actually a United States of Kenya Republic Presidential Aspirant come 22, among many other tenants. We are relying upon God even to get those money, 1,600 per month. So when people become unfaithful, or our leaders become unfaithful, then we also end up in problems. As I speak now, even the government even want to destroy these houses. And there is no alternative what they will do to us. That's why unfaithfulness then comes, because the government is supposed to be our parents. We don't know when they will do this. They have destroyed actually the toilet we have been using 2018. They want to, they say they want to rehabilitate 9 of them. One of them is behind here. It was not rehabilitated. There was no work, and they have destroyed. They have taken actually the tiles. These houses we have renovated it ourselves, and because we found them in ruins. But when the government now saw that we have tried to renovate it, they told us to pay us rents, and that's why we are paying 1,600 per month. What am I saying? When the government leadership become unfaithful, then people suffer. God forbid. I hope they will not make us to go and sleep on road reserves by coming and break this house again, because they have now destroyed the toilet. And the other toilets, we have stopped them not to do it. But we thank also God, because even the leader by then was our former governor called Sonko. Is now in problem. That's the way I heard. We don't wish him problem, but actually he has been wishing us to have him problem. He came even behind this house of myself to check whether that toilet was destroyed, and it was destroyed actually. Why? Because of unfaithfulness. Now we are going around to look even where we can, help ourselves far in a distance. And at night we are in problems because we don't have close toilets around here. So what am I saying? Unfaithful states will make its citizen to cry, like Kenya today. And that's why I'm actually believing and actually appealing to the head of state, His Excellency Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, not to be swayed by this group of leaders like Raila Amolo Odinga, His Excellencies like Raila Amolo Odinga, the Deputy President, Kalonzo Musyoka, Mudavadi, Wetangula, Moi's sons, Gideon Moi, Eugene's son, Wamalwa, also, among many others, because these people are in dynasty rule. They are very rich people and they don't care. They are very far from us, very up, So they don't see what the problem we are facing down here. So what am I saying? We want actually the president to assist us the way he has now started giving, this young man this menial job called Kasi Mashinani. That is what is helping us. If not like that, most of these people from Mbakazi village here where I'm now speaking could have been dying completely, massively. Many of them could have died. So may the president actually focus, His Excellency Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, during his months now remaining 16 months in leadership. May he focus to save us, to focus on human welfare. Let him leave any other infrastructure. Let him focus on human welfare to raise our standard so that we can live in these houses even freely, which are built by Kenya, British government in 1956. He is our parent. His Excellency Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta is the father of all of us, including myself. He is younger than me, possibly with some 2 or so months, 2 years, or something like that. I want him because he will be my he will be my prime minister, very powerful prime minister in my government. If I will win 2022 to be the 50th president of the United States of Kenya Republic and a Jubilee ticket reformation movement, may he focus these 16 months to save us from these people called, this dynasty, people like now Raila Amolo Odinga, like Wetangula, like Kalonzo, like Mudavadi, like the son of Moi Gideon, and also the deputy president. Because these people want to rock this country into tearing apart into a terrible civil war. So that actually they will now claim that the president is weak, that is Uhuru Kenyatta. We don't want that kind of scenario to happen. Let him stop any other thing but focus on human welfare for these few months remaining. And also assist me to be the 50th president of Kenya Republic. As the way he has even promised Kenya a long time ago, that the person who will inherit me, you will wonder how he will be like. I am from pastoralist tribe of Maasai tribe called Sampurus Subtibo group, and I come from actually a remote part of the country called Marsabit Federal States, near the border of Kenya and Ethiopia, and also part of it is we are bordering also Somalia country. And actually, my father was a pastoralist. I know how hardship people of that kind of a scenario are feeling, and including also these cities like Nairobi and many others, because I've been a Kenyan pastor for a long time. I've served even Moi, African Land Church, Kabartonjo, Moi Church, built by Moi himself, the second president of Kenya Republic, His Excellency, the late Moi. I was a faithful pastor until I left there 2002. From 2000 to 2002. And I went there to do my practicals in 1999, and they accepted me to be the pastor of Moi. So what am I saying? I've seen so many things. So about the challenges which people are facing in Kenya and also outside, because I've interacted with so many expatriate people from other nations, like missionary United States, USA, like Britain, and so many other countries of Africa too, like Rwanda, Burundi, and all this kind of stuff. So what am I saying? I want actually His Excellency Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta to give us these houses which have been built by British government in 1956 1956 to give us freely is our father. All right? And there are many other spaces here. If other people, we will add other houses, additional houses for these people who have been displaced 2007, 2008, and 2017 as well, elections. It would be of great importance. Suppose now Raila Omolo Odinga is brought here to sleep with his children here at road reserve like these other people around here. Or brought to this house now, which is just almost a single room, to come and stay with his family. Or even, Kalonzo Musyoka. Or even this Gideon Moi, the son of Moi. Or even the deputy president. Or even actually Mudavadi. How will these people feel like? They will actually see the real problem in their lives. I am a married man, although my children are grown up. But in this single room, I'm having a family of 7. 3 young men and 2 daughters, plus my wife. We are 7 people living in this single room. And we are paying the rent of 1,600. Actually, how will these leaders feel? Like now, the deputy president, William Ruto, like now Kalonzo Musyoka, like now Mudavadi, like Gideon Moi, and any other, name them. This dynasty which are very rich. Suppose we bring them here to come and live in that kind of a scenario of life. How will they feel? Suppose their children are the one who are also joining our children here, trying to, to clean these trenches, which are very dirty. Because now, even human feces are thrown here, in these trenches, because there's no toilets. The 9 toilets which are supposed to have been, rehabilitated here, none of them has been done. There was nothing like that here in Embakasi village. As if that is not enough, they want also to remove us from these houses. Where will we go? We want Uhuru Kenyatta to be our father of everyone. Let him take even my family and the other Kenyan poor families like his own family. Or like his own family. And wear the shoe we are wearing in poverty for him to understand that we are in problem. To give us these houses and build other houses, because they are single rooms, we have rehabilitated them using our own resources, And now he could have even actually left this 1,600 actually because we don't have money. Yeah. Give us these houses, which are built by British government in 1956, rather than those people who are corrupt from City Hall to come and blow them off and take actually the blocks. It is actually nice houses. These blocks, they're all right. We have just try to to take to try to give they are nice actually. We have I've just bought some paint and painted it, and also I put it in ceiling, and also some few things, and also electricity. I connected it. So what am I saying? We want actually the president to assist us to give these houses freely for us, 1956, which are built, and build the rest of it, because many other people are also sleeping on road reserves here, and also help us to add some more numbers of these young men. Many of them are not yet in this menial job called Kasmitani. Some of them have no ID cards. So let him consider even those ones which their parents are, they are dead during the post-election polls of 2007, 2008, and their houses have been burnt, hazards, and many documents are gone. So most of these youths from this Embakasi village, and even Kwayole have been there, and Magara and many other places, like Kibera, which has been arsons because of a lot of burning going on during this post-election violence, of referendums, of party primary elections of 2007, 2008, 2010, 2017. Let him even consider those people, families. We have so many of them here who are not actually having those documents. Okay? And because of that now, each of them, they are sharing also. Those ones with the ID cards, and they are sharing those money when they give even their friends. So, and also add this money, because it's only 5,000. They are getting 5,000, I don't know, and 5 shillings. Let him add this money, welfare of these young people, to be raised even to 10,000, if not more. Anyway, these are actually graduates, university graduates, college graduates, including others also. Jobless people. What am I saying? Let us stop this BBI kind of, going on, something like that. Called BBI, Building Bridges of Initiative. Building bridges, who has offended who? You know, when you are building bridges, when you build a bridge of forgiveness, who is forgiving who? Now they are saying handshake. If Uhuru Kenyatta forgiven Raila Amolo Odinga because of his, out of his anger, he went and, proclaimed himself to be the president, and many others, mischief before, like 1982 coup, 82 coup, and many others ways, this family of, Jaramogi Odinga has been wanting to be the president. And they have been actually engaged with so many coups, even 1980s, 79, 82. Several coups have been staged by this family of Jaramogi because they are seeing actually they want to rule the country. And now, if they have also forgiven each other, what is wrong with that? It is okay. It is a family affair between two individuals. And it is not the Kenyans. Huh? We don't want to say, building bridges of two people, the handshake of two people who have been fighting and now politics. There are so many leaders who have been seeking for, presidential aspirants here. Abduba, His Excellency was there. Martha Karua, called them. Charity Ngilu, all these people. Paul Muite. Many people have tried this. Wamware. So many people have tried to be president. Raila Amolo Odinga. And so many others. It's not only, these two people who are Raila Amolo Odinga, His Excellency, and also Excellency Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta handshake, is the one which is everybody has offended. So many people offended each other in the way they talk, in the way they do things. Otherwise, if they have forgiven each other, it's all right. If His Excellency Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta has left the hook of, taking Raila Amolo Odinga into treason, kind of stuff, which his colleagues are afraid. I've been so much worried to follow him, like Kalonzo Musyoka, Mudavadi, and Wetangula. They ran away from him, because of fear. And the same way they can run away if they are elected to be president. The same way also Raila Amolo Odinga would run away to Norway if he's elected. Because these people are very coward, actually. Most of these leaders. They are very, very coward leaders. As I speak now, even the deputy president is afraid to go to aboard any plane. Raila belonging to the government, like Air Force, or even police. Raila likewise, he is afraid. Wetangula is afraid. Gideon Moi is afraid. He's using his own father, planes. Deputy president is using his own planes. Raila is using his own plane. Mudavadi is using his own plane. Wetangula likewise. These people are afraid even to aboard the planes which belong to the state. How will they rule us, actually? It's only Uhuru Kenyatta who is aboarding the state planes. All these other politicians who are fighting for the presidency, they are afraid of their lives to aboard, these people are very coward. Why can't they just aboard and die even? Suppose we are attacked even by Al-Shabaab or any other nation, aggressors. They will run away. So we don't want such kind of people to come and, want to make us against fights before period to 2022 elections, or after even that elections, because of their mischiefs, the way they do it. But the primaries, before that even they may cause the country people to fight. We don't want this kind of whatever. I want actually the president to take charge. And actually, if you want even to have his own, to raise the money, that 5% or even more, he can do it. He just order. Tell the parliament, I have said it like that. If you want to have even a prime minister and even other two prime ministers, today, he has power. His Excellency Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta has power. Ministerial post of, prime ministers, just like any other ministers, he can appoint. Like the way His Excellency, Kibaki did. So what am I saying? This BBI kind of whatever, between two individuals, is not very important to Kenyans. If anything, we are going to use a lot of resources. We might continue even fighting. These youths, most of them, because now there's no money, they will go on looting everywhere because they are just waiting such kind of things. Like now, referendums. Like, and more so, even the president is now leaving the office, So everybody now will loot the government, and maybe we can even go, we may not even have an election 2022 because of fighting, They will tear the country apart. These youth are waiting, I'm in the ground here, they are waiting to see such a kind of a move which can provoke them to war. You will not see supermarkets all over. You will not see all these people with the shops, with anything. They will loot it to the end. Huh? And our leaders are very rich. They will run away to other countries. Like governors, like MPs, like even presidents, they can run. And all these kind of leaders, even women rep and members of parliament, senators, they can run away to other countries. They have money. What about these people? Then the country will be left like even more than any other countries. Sorry to say this, but God forbid. But it can likely be happening. We may lose this country completely if we are not careful. So Uhuru Kenyatta is wise for him, White Council, if you can stop all this kind of whatever called BBI, building bridges of friendship. He has forgiven his brother, elder brother, that's he call him, which is okay. In Christianity manner, Raila Amolo Odinga has forgiven, and Raila will also say, I have forgiven him. So they're building their bridges now is, we can say it is intact. So, and many other politicians, I hope they will forgive, they have forgiven each other. And likewise Kenyans, because the main tribes have cleared many other tribes in all over the country, 47 federal states. We have even many places where you cannot, in Kenya, you cannot even find other tribes. You cannot go to Central here and get Samburu working there or having a shop. You can't. Masai, you can't go to Kiambu or Murang'a and get a Samburu owning a shop. You can't. You cannot go even to Kusimu and see a Samburu owning a shop. You can't. You cannot go and own. We are living in a country of tribalism, ethnicity. And we want to break these things. That's why I, being a spiritual leader, we will not actually allow nepotism in my new government, if I will be elected, God willing, 2022. Whereby, I am more safer to be in Uganda, to be in Tanzania, than being in part of Kenya, like Mandera. Today, I being a Samburu man, I will miss even where to sleep. I cannot access to have anything like a shop there. I being a Samburu man, you see why? And I am in Kenya. I cannot be able to go and just get a land there in easily and build a house there or build even whatever in Mandera or Wajir or something like that. Likewise to other places like even Murang'a. It is better for me to go. So what am I saying? Let Kenyans elect me to be their president to save them from this nepotism, tribalism, and also this poverty. In the name of God himself, Yahweh, God who have created heaven and earth. Remember me, Michael Oltome, Bishop Kenya, Michael Oltome 2022. God bless you, Kenyans. Amen.